welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Michigan State Spartans offense takes the field. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The Spartans will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success in the early.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Spartans. First points of the day are on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football, so we're going to see something else.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it up at 34. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it. There he goes to the right. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Do I run the ball here? Am I a little conservative? I don't want to get a safety. What? Absolutely not. I'm going to play pitch and catch, and my guy's better than yours. Outruns everybody the length of the field. 99 yards for the big touchdown reception.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he's going to bring this one out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
He'll throw on third down. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. We've reached a break, and Michigan State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance, and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 24 over Louisiana Tech. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs. Guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Boyd. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Got his man to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's got the back in the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the lone running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get this part of the field and everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Sparty. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's first down from the 11. They just keep firing. Got it! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That gives him 54 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Back to pass, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That's reeled in. It's Agnew. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line getting set on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Spartans.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive in this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Snapped it in the shotgun. It's complete on the right side. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Offense at an empty set. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He'll sneak it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You'd love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his big tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Working the middle. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off play action on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Eaton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. He now has 80 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Reynolds. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Reynolds. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! And the comeback is on.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.